On a September Wednesday afternoon, we welcome you to coverage of college baseball here on ESPN+. But as you can tell, it's a little bit different. Not a game, of course, but a big-time announcement here today. We're at Yogi Berra Stadium on the campus of Montclair State University, as it's the NJIT Highlanders and the Montclair State Redhawks, two premier public institutions in New Jersey, introducing an historic partnership here today. Hi, everybody. I'm Drew Casey. Thanks so much for being with us on what is just an absolutely perfect day. If you've been with us in the Northeast the last few days, it has not been baseball weather of any kind. So it is great today that we have a fantastic day for this announcement. NJIT and Montclair State have committed in partnership that will include the revitalization of this Yogi Berra Stadium. You can see the construction work going on behind us, and this will become a state-of-the-art field turf triple play surface. And that's the same surface used by the University of Notre Dame and the University of Tennessee as well. So many other upgrades as well. We'll hear all about them throughout the afternoon. We're going to lead things off with conversations with each of the head coaches of these programs. And leading off is the head coach of the NJIT Highlanders, Robbie McClellan. Robbie, we've got a big-time day today. NJIT and Montclair State announcing a partnership to use Yogi Berra Stadium. What does this partnership mean to you?
It means a lot to the NJIT baseball program. We finally have a place to call home. I know as a coaching staff we're really excited. All of our players are really excited. Just really thankful that the university has found us a place to call home, and we can't wait to get started here.
Right now, field construction is ongoing in the fall, so it'll be a couple of months and probably the very beginning of the season. But once you have, the full access to this facility, what will that allow you to do as a program on a day-to-day basis, a week-to-week basis?
Well, I think the number one thing it does is we can get outside earlier in the spring. We've had some times where we've had to stay inside because of not technically having a place that we can call our own. Now we have a place that we can call our own. If the weather allows us to be outside, I think that will just help us get going a little bit quicker and be ready for the regular season, which I think will provide us more successful results early on.
Here's the 0-2. And this one's blasted to left once more. It's a no-doubter. 7-0 start for NJIT as Luke Longo tees off.
We said it earlier, Dom Longo with the 5 home runs, but he had gone 10 straight games without one, hit the ball hard, and this, as you mentioned, was the definition of a no-doubter off the bat right after the mound visit, and now he's going to get yet another mound visit. Home runs in back-to-back at-bats for NJIT. Luke Longo going long out to left field, and it is 7-0 here in this 4th inning.
The NJIT bats have come alive in a big here in Piscataway.
Had a big 3-hit game over the weekend on Saturday, 3 for 5 day with a couple more RBIs.
This one's to center field, a diving play, and Ty Sally makes it. Everything coming up NJIT today, and the fielding has been exquisite.
It absolutely has. That is an elite catch made by Ty Sally. We saw some nice ones earlier in this game. That is excellent stuff. Great read.
With Montclair State University head coach Dave Warber. Coach, a historic partnership being announced today between your institution as well as NJIT. What does a partnership like this mean for the university and for your program?
Yeah, it's an exciting time, obviously, two universities coming together for the revitalization of Yogi Berra Stadium. It's going to be an unbelievable stadium when it's all said and done. Very thankful for everyone who made it happen, and really excited to get out there and compete, and obviously watch NJIT compete as well out there.
So you mentioned that this is going to be a transformation of Yogi Berra Stadium. Right now, as we stand here in the fall, there's a lot of dirt out there, a lot of movement happening. But once this is all set, what will this mean for your program, and what will you be able to do on a day-to-day and a week-to-week basis?
Yeah, it's going to be a game changer with the ability to recruit high-quality student athletes and then develop them on a stadium like this. And obviously, it's gonna make an impact for the student-athlete experience. And those three things really matter in our program in our pursuit for the 4th national championship here at Montclair State. So we're excited about everything that's going into the stadium, and we can't wait to share it with everybody.
It is Montclair State, a perennial power in the NJAC and Division III baseball as a whole nationally, and NJIT baseball matching up here with this historic partnership this afternoon.
That mic should be live now.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Yogi Berra Stadium as we celebrate a new partnership. Let's hear it. Never before has construction looked so beautiful. I'm Bruce Beck, the lead sports anchor of NBC4 New York, and it's my pleasure to serve as your MC for today's festivities. Yogi Berra had many famous catchphrases, things we all called yogiisms. One of his most famous was, when you come to a fork in the road, take it. Both Montclair State University and NJIT have taken it in a unique and special way. They've joined forces to call this stadium home for both of their baseball programs. The transformation of Yogi Berra Stadium from a grass field to a state-of-the-art synthetic baseball surface is just the tip of the iceberg in this refurbishment, which is the talk of New Jersey. These are two universities who understand the value of working together to enhance the experience for their student athletes, their respective institutions, and their fan bases. For me, this event is personal in many ways. My mother, Doris, was a 1950 graduate of then Montclair State Teachers College. Doris, who passed in 2020, became the first woman mayor of Livingston, New Jersey, and the first woman to serve as mayor in any Essex County municipality. She loved this school. She loved the arts. She and my late father, Felix, are two of the founders of the Alexander Kasser Theater here on campus. The venue serves as one of the university's flagship performance facilities. Meanwhile, my professional broadcasting career began in 1978 when, among other things, I hosted the halftime and postgame show of Rutgers basketball for WBGO Radio. The studios were on the top floor of the legendary Central High School in Newark. That school has been transformed into a state-of-the-art STEM teaching and learning hub for NJIT. The Central King Building is a critical anchor for teaching and learning at NJIT with a primary focus on biology. I've also hosted some basketball and baseball segments for NJIT over the years. And as far as Yogi Berra Stadium is concerned and the museum, I hosted my sports broadcasting camp here for 15 years from 2002 to 2016. So I know firsthand how great of a venue this is and how spectacular this environment will be and will continue to be for collegiate baseball. So congratulations to two class New Jersey universities for making this vision come to fruition. Enough for me. Let's hear from the key members of the two institutions who will benefit from this partnership. In the leadoff spot is the president of Montclair State University. He's a Bronx native and a lifelong Yankees fan. He's nationally recognized as a scholar of policy, organization, and management. Please welcome Dr. Jonathan Coppell.
You got to work on your Bob Shepard there a little bit. So you say, number 9. It's a delight to welcome you all to the campus of Montclair State University. Couldn't be more thrilled that we are gathering today and that we are gathering particularly with our friends and partners from the New Jersey Institute of Technology. This is a tremendous thing, and I'll talk a little bit more about what I think the cooperation means. Before doing that, I want to welcome Senator Paul Sarlo is with us today and has a special connection, which I didn't realize. I think he's going to be given some at-bats stats for NJIT for old time's sake. I'm sure we'll hear more about that. And I also am excited to welcome Lindsay Berra. It wouldn't be appropriate to have this ceremony at Yogi Berra Stadium without Lindsay here. Thank you. And we're going to hear from her later as well. I would say that Yogi would be proud that we are gathering today literally in the shadow of his museum and learning center, which celebrates not just his baseball legacy, but his legacy as a leader, one who exemplified service, selflessness, and citizenship. And this collaboration really exemplifies what's possible when you work together. And as a result of this collaboration, we're going to have a state-of-the-art home for 2 NCAA baseball programs. So I said to the director of our museum, who I also want to recognize, Eve Shannon is the director of the Yogi Museum and Learning Center, I said, you got to give me some yogi material, and I knew she would have something. So she said, well, at his Hall of Fame induction, Yogi said, thank you for making this day necessary. And that's exactly appropriate. Thank you, Eve. Thank you. That's exactly appropriate, because here we had a situation where a facility needed some help. The field wasn't up to NCAA playing standards, or at least not to our satisfaction, but a tricky one for us when we have tight budgets and we're trying to put all of our resources, as are our colleagues at NJIT, towards making a better facility. How do you find a better university? How do you find the opportunity to build a facility? And we said, well, we could do this together, and we could do something better together than we would otherwise be able to do by ourselves. And that is the beauty of this collaboration. And I would argue that there's a bigger point here, which is that higher education will thrive for the people of New Jersey and beyond if we work together, rather than act in a zero-sum competitive fashion. And so I think of this not only being about baseball, but as setting a pattern of how we will collaborate and cooperate in the future and build on the great legacy of these 2 universities and these 2 baseball programs. And I actually want to close by recognizing the continuity of this work and shout out one of our alumni. Jack Pruden is over here in the audience. Jack joined us. Jack was the first All-American baseball player from Montclair State University, class of 1966. And as I think about future baseball players who will take this field for Montclair and represent Redhawks, what a great thing that, Jack, you were able to join us, and thank you for being here with us. Thank you for being with us here today. I can't wait to hear the first shouts of play ball on this field. Hopefully we'll throw out the first pitch together, and I will embarrass my friend and colleague, Tech Lim, who really has done a magnificent job at NJIT, and I'm really appreciative of his openness to this and his boldness in taking this partnership forward. It's been a pleasure to work with him, and before I close, let me just recognize the Montclair team and the NJIT team who have done a great job putting together the agreement to make this possible, getting this on track, and obviously creating a beautiful ceremony today. My friend and colleague, Tech Lim, thank you for being here.
Let's go from one outstanding president to another. He's NJIT's 9th president. He succeeded Dr. Joel Bloom in July of 2022. He's a fellow of the National Academy of Inventors, the American Society of Mechanical Engineers, and the Society of Automotive Engineers. Please welcome Dr. Tech Lim.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Bruce, for the wonderful introduction. Thank you, President Capel, for having us here, opening up this fine facility for us. And to the director of the Yogi Berra Museum, if you remember this past winter, you cleared the room so that Jonathan and I could be in the room alone without anybody interfering to cut this deal out. And we signed that in blood, right, Jonathan? Thank you so much. Yeah. This is a significant partnership as we celebrate the beginning of a collaboration between Montclair State University and NJIT that will benefit many student athletes today and in the future, while bringing this iconic ballpark back to its roots. Thank you, Lindsay Berra, for allowing us to do this too. to bring this ballpark back to its roots of high-quality destination for New Jersey baseball. So thank you. I'm especially grateful to Senator Paul Sarlo for being part of this event. Paul is a proud NJIT alumnus, former member of the NJIT baseball team. In case you don't know, he was also inducted into our Athletic Hall of Fame. So, Captain, in case you need somebody to fill in, you're short on players, Senator Paul Sarlo can always roll up his sleeve and join on. As many of you know, NJIT has been searching for a permanent home for its baseball team quite some time ago. In fact, you know, when I first came here, I was frustrated that we don't have a baseball team, and I told Lenny, I told Andrew, who is our Vice President for Real Estate and Campus Operations, how hard is it to build a baseball field on top of the WAC building? He said, no, not possible. So, in fact, a few years ago, and this is before my time at NJIT, we got a lot of attention for being the only team in NCAA tournament to not have a field to call its own. But that didn't stop our team from excelling. We went down to Arkansas, I heard, and gave the #1 seed a real scare. And after that, we beat Northeastern in our second game. So you don't need a field to be great, okay? Because what makes it great is our athlete. But having a field would make it even better. So since then, we have explored countless possibilities to find a true home field for our incredible student athletes. But every avenue, as I understand from my former predecessor, Joe Bloom, we explored turned into a dead end, everyone. And I continued the exploration until we begin the partnership between two public universities in New Jersey that we're here to celebrate today. I think this partnership will go a long, long way. President Coppell, thank you again for this wonderful partnership. It became evident quickly that collaborating and sharing resources was a strategy that could accomplish multiple goals and serve a number of interests. For us, NJIT, we have found a home for our baseball team, a home that once renovations are complete, so just imagine all the renovation going on that will be completed, will be an outstanding site. It will be a spectacular facility in which our team will train and compete, and where its fans can enjoy watching the team's game. I'm looking forward to throwing the first pitch too. This partnership will also bring this historic venue to its former glory. And all this will be accomplished because NJIT and Montclair State had its vision and the determination to work together, and thanks to the director of the Yogi Berra Museum, clear out the room so that Jonathan and I can come to the deal. We share our resources to address multiple needs and develop a mutually beneficial partnership. I've always said, the partnership that is long-lasting are the one that's mutually beneficial. And this is a truly mutually beneficial partnership. This is exactly the type of collaboration that we would like to see more between New Jersey universities, because resources is scarce, and I'm proud that we were able to make this happen. Thank you again to all of you for being here today, and good luck to NJIT and Montclair baseball teams as you open your new home this spring here at the Yogi Berra Stadium. Congratulations.
Now it's my honor to introduce a member of the New Jersey legislature. He served in the New Jersey Senate, the state Senate, since 2003, where he represents the 36th legislative district. He's currently the deputy majority leader. He's a graduate of Woodridge High School and NJIT. The scholar athlete earned varsity letters in high school in football, basketball, and baseball. He was first team all-division and all-county in baseball and a member of the Woodridge High School Hall of Fame. At NJIT, he's also a member of the Hall of Fame. He was a D3 All-American, and his sophomore year batted .500. So if you guys need a pinch hitter, either club, very possible. He's also the mayor of Woodridge. Please welcome Senator Paul Sarlo.
Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing? Good. So I come at this from a couple different points. First of all, many of you who knows me around the state of New Jersey know of my connections, my deep and strong connections to New Jersey Institute of Technology. but I don't think the president here knows I do have connections to Montclair State as well. So before I came on board to get my engineering degree and play ball at NJIT, I actually started at William Patterson University. And we played in, back then, it still is, in the NJAC conference, which Montclair still plays in, one of the best Division III conferences in the entire country. And William Patterson used to come over here, and legendary coach Jeff Albies for William Patterson used to play legendary coach Norm Schodig from Montclair State University. We had these epic battles on this little baseball field in the middle of Montclair State campus, and I was in the middle of those. And during those days afterwards, I was of the age, of course, afterwards we would go out for a few drinks, and I met my wife Connie, who worked in the building behind us at Overlook, and she would walk down the street and take her accounting degree here at night, and she's a graduate of Montclair State University, and we met at a bar after one of those epic games, and it's a true story, in North Arlington. So I do have a connection to Montclair State. I'm so proud of this. As I come this for a second way is my role as a budget chairman and how scarce resources are and how we could do better as a state when it comes to higher education. I've been a strong proponent of both of these universities fighting for funding. Of course, my history with NJIT goes back for many, many decades, and now I have a new working relationship with our new president here, and we're going to continue to work. But when two universities come together and collaborate like this, it benefits the taxpayers, but more importantly, it benefits the student athletes who are sitting here today. They are the benefactors of this. And for decades to come, there will be so many more talented student athletes. And I mean, we spend more money in New Jersey on K through 12, and we export more students. I hope more student athletes, more baseball players in New Jersey will come to these two universities. We have some of the best in the nation. Stay here, stay home, play on this field that's going to be one of the best in the NCAA. The Division I, Division III coming together. I am so proud to be part of this. I'm so proud of both the athletic staffs and both presidents, and I'm proud of each and every one of you, because you are going to set the tone for the success of this for many years to come. God bless you.
Thank you, Paul and Connie. Our next speaker was a sensational athlete at Livingston High School, where she was inducted into the Big L Hall of Fame. At the University of North Carolina, she played varsity softball and men's ice hockey. As a print and broadcasting journalist, she worked for ESPN and Major League Baseball and is currently a freelance sports journalist. She's Carmen and Yogi Berra's oldest grandchild, and recently served as the executive producer of the critically acclaimed film, It Ain't Over. It's an intimate portrait of one of baseball's greatest superstars. She's also on the board of directors of the Yogi Berra Museum and Learning Center. It's a privilege and pleasure to introduce my friend, Lindsay Berra.
I do want to point out that Bruce also went to Livingston High School, albeit 20 years behind me, but we were inducted into the Big L Hall of Fame on the same day. He was an outstanding tennis player and basketball player at Livingston, so go Lancers. Anyway, I do also have connections to Montclair State. My dad played baseball here. He was on Coach Norm's team in the played with Coach Norm before Clary Anderson graduated in 1972 before going on to play in the minor leagues with the Mets. I've heard many amazing Clary Anderson stories, some of which involve gasoline and burning water off of wet base paths, so I don't recommend anyone trying that at home. Since Dr. Coppell took the best yogiism for the day, with the thank you for making this day necessary, I will use the future ain't what it used to be. And I think with this field being turfed behind us, that's really true. The future ain't what it used to be for this place. It's going to be amazing to see how much baseball we can play on this field. My grandfather used to say that it was really cool to have a museum and a ballpark named after him, because that only really happens when you're dead. And he got to enjoy this while he was alive, and he absolutely loved, our staff is up there on the skybox now, sitting up at that skybox and watching whatever kind of baseball was happening on this field, be it pro or high school or college, or like the hitting coach's kids playing wiffle ball. He just loved to see people having a great time, playing baseball, and the fact that we're going to be able to continue this in such a cool way with NJIT and MSU together on this field is just amazing. He would be absolutely tickled and thrilled and would literally be up there heckling you guys 24/7. So unfortunately, we can't have that. Maybe I'll come and do it a couple days. But anyway, thank you so much. I do also want to say that after the program, come on up into the museum. We're going to be giving free tours. My dad will be here by then, and he can give you a tour and tell you some Clary Anderson stories. But come check out the museum. One of the side effects of having this great field is going to be that it's going to bring more people to the museum, and for me that is super important. It's like my main goal in life to keep my Grandpa Yogi's legacy alive. So thank you also for helping me do that. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Lindsay. The Berra family is royalty in the state of New Jersey, so we really appreciate you spending some time with us and sharing some words. Now we get to the heart of the lineup, and we turn to the 8th Director of Athletics at Montclair State University. He was a 2-time All-American in men's soccer and is a member of the university's Hall of Fame. He has been instrumental in overseeing his student athletes post a 3.23 grade point average during the 2022-2023 year. It's a pleasure to introduce Rob Chesney.
Good afternoon and welcome. Thanks so much, Bruce. We really appreciate you being here and doing this for us. It's great, really, to be here celebrating this awesome stadium renovation. It's unbelievable. We're really excited about it, and we're really happy to have some special people here with us, some former players, friends of the program, and some coaches. And I want to start, most of my job, going to say thank you to people. I want to recognize Coach Norton Schoenig for being here. He's coach of 2 national championship teams here. So, Coach, thanks for coming. We appreciate it. Coach Rich O'Connor and Rick Giancola, assistant coaches for 3 national championship teams. Thank you for making the time to come. I'd like to start by saying thanks to a couple different people. One, Steve Ruggiero and his crew. I'd really like to thank them for the last couple years of keeping a Band-Aid on this and allowing us to get some games in while we were waiting for this day to come. So thank you very much. I'd also like to say thank you and welcome to Coach Rob and his team, Lenny Kaplan, Athletic Director, President Lim. We look forward to a great partnership down the road here. Thank you and welcome. Especially like to thank Vice President Sean Connolly and Dawn Saflaris for continuing to push this project along when it was difficult over the last 4 or 5 years. Thank you very much for doing that for our student athletes. We really appreciate it. And lastly, I would like to thank our Chief of Staff, Keith Barrick, and our President, Dr. Capel, for continuing to support our students in general on this campus, and in particular our student athletes. It's special. This project means a lot to all of us here and for all of us who've been here for a long time. This is going to be a great facility. There's nobody more excited than all of you guys right here. We're looking forward to this year, and you guys as well. It's going to be a great season ahead of us, and we're really excited. And nobody's more excited than the next guy who's going to speak is our head coach, who I think is out here sometimes at night with a flashlight checking on the progress. So thank you very much.
Yeah, we're trying to build things here. Up next, the head baseball coach at Montclair State University. He was a member of the 2005 Brookdale Community College World Series team. He was an assistant coach on the 2012 Stony Brook University World Series team. He led Montclair to its first NCAA regional appearance in 14 years in 2022 with 31 wins. He's coached over 20 major league draft picks. He was officially named the 12th head coach in the history of Montclair baseball in December of 2019. Here's Dave Lorber.
It's hard to follow Bruce talking, but we're going to try. So Welcome, everybody. Montclair State baseball is synonymous with championships, and today, thanks to the vision and collaboration of Presidents Capel and Presidents Lim, the Yogi Berra Stadium upgrades will become another championship for this university. I'd like to start by thanking Dr. Silferis, Sean Connolly, Mike Zenko, Adam McGuire, Sharon Maroney, and Rob Chesney for all your efforts in making this a reality. Thank you for all you do for us and our athletes. Thank you. Today's announcement positions Montclair State baseball to recruit, develop, and compete at the highest levels of Division III baseball. Our goal is simple, men, a 4th national title. Let's get it done. To the players and coaches that I've had the pleasure to coach here, current and former, I thank you for all your perseverance and your full commitment to this program. I know how much you're excited to get out there, and I'm proud of each one of you, and thank you for all your efforts every day. To our alumni, all right, and it's a special day for our alumni too. This is their home as well, and I know we mentioned you, but our first ever All-American Jack Prudence here, with our last ever All-American, well, hopefully not our last, but most recent, Sam Angelo sitting next to me here. It's just a special day, and so many awards have happened in between. But thank you for being here. And to the alumni, yes, the alumni game is coming back. So start working now. Or I'm talking to you, Hayden Reyes. Start the training now. All right? To the community of Montclair and beyond, we cannot wait to share the revitalized Yogi Berra Stadium with you. We have so many special things planned. Opening day is February 20th here for Montclair State. So bundle up, get out here, all right, and root us on. And finally, I want to welcome, with a warm welcome to our partner in the project, NJIT. All right, I've known you guys for years. I competed against you guys back when I was at George Washington University, so I know firsthand a little bit about grip ball, all right, and what you guys are. And I welcome you and wish you all the best of luck as you compete here at Yogi Berra Stadium. Thank you.
The players are in the house, so let's start with Montclair's talented first baseman. He's a graduate student from Toms River, New Jersey. In 2023, he led the team in batting average, home runs, RBI, runs, doubles, slugging percentage, and OPS. He ended the season on a 19-game hitting streak. He was a first-team All-American and was the NJIT Player of the Year, the first Red Hawk to do it since 2005. Here's number 25, Sam Angelo.
Thank you, Bruce. What an intro. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this momentous renovation of our very own Yogi Berra Stadium. It's my honor and privilege to be speaking on behalf of the Montclair State baseball team and say we have waited a long time for this day. Montclair State University has a very historic baseball program. And I wish to say thank you for all the people who are making this project happen and also making Montclair State University history. President Capel, our Montclair State University staff, our athletic program, our coaching staff, the people actually doing the renovation on the field, and especially our new NJIT partners. I think I could speak for all of us and say how humbled we are to be able to call Yogi Berra Stadium our home and help Montclair State and NJIT achieve their goals. For us, a New Jersey Athletic Conference title, and a national championship. My coaches, teammates, and I are looking forward to stepping out on our new field every single day and representing the Red Hawks. We hope to play many more years of baseball here at Yogi Berra Stadium and Montclair State University. Thank you.
Lindsay, I think Sam could be a future broadcaster. Gonna make the transition nicely. Forget about the 13 homers and the 54 ribbies. Our next speaker is the Associate Vice President and Director of Athletics at NJIT, as we pivot here a little bit. He has led the Highlanders program since 2000. He was the ECAC Division I Male Administrator of the Year in 2015 and the NACDA Athletic Director of the Year in 2018. During his tenure, NJIT sports offerings have expanded from 9 sports and 125 athletes to 19 varsity programs and over 325 athletes. Put your hands together for Lenny Kaplan.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you all for joining us here today at Montclair State University. It's a beautiful day and a great day to be part of the Highlander baseball program. A special welcome for attending to Yogi Berra. Thank you for being here. And Senator Paul Sarlo, a very proud baseball from NJIT. As many here know, since the Riverfront Stadium in Newark was demolished in 2018, we've been searching for a quality home facility for our Highlander baseball program. Since that time, we've called 5 different fields home and have explored over 25 different pieces of land or existing facilities for purchase or refurbishment. Despite not having a permanent home, support of our program has never waned, and our student athletes were never deterred, working every day, excelling both in and out of the classroom. Our baseball team's GPA is a 3.4, and like the entire department, has earned a team GPA higher than a 3.0 for over 29 straight semesters. Over the past 3 years, without a true home field, our team has averaged over 25 wins a year, earned our very first Division I NCAA tournament appearance, and a victory in the tournament, both markers of their tremendous perseverance. And just like we want the best quality labs and classrooms for their academic studies, we want the best facilities for their athletic pursuits, and we were not willing to settle for anything less. All our student athletes deserve a high-quality playing facility to call home, a place with their own locker room, a place that they will practice daily, and a familiar place where they'll play all their home games. Yogi Berra Stadium is that facility. When the work here is complete, it will be one of the finest facilities in the region and will look and feel like a home for our Highlanders. Our long search for a home facility was not just about finding any place for us to go, but finding the right place and the right partner. Today is about announcing we have found the right facility and the right partner with our friends here at Montclair State University. To get to today, there are a number of people that we need to thank within the MSU administration for allowing this partnership to come to fruition. First is Dawn Souflaris, Vice President of Student Development, Rob Chesney, Director of Athletics, and Sean Connolly, VP of Facilities, that from that very first meeting we had months ago thought this could be a great partnership, so thank you. Chief of Staff Keith Barrick, who led the effort on Montclair State side to get this agreement done, and of course President Capel, without whose support this partnership does not happen. And from NJIT, this day would not be possible without the efforts of our CFO, Kathy Brennan, who made sure that we can make this work financially, our Senior VP of Real Estate, Andrew Christ, my partner in crime, who's the person who helped me identify, investigate, and evaluate those 25-plus places I mentioned earlier, and of course, President Tech Lim, who, like President Capel, without whose support this partnership does not happen. As I mentioned a few minutes ago, it was not only about the facility, but the right partner as well. We look forward to a long, positive relationship with our friends here at Montclair State University and are proud to be able to call Yogi Berra Stadium home of the Highlanders. Thank you all, and roll Tech.
Lenny, you have a quality home, a permanent home, and a great partner.
Excited to be here.
No trash talking today. Everything is all positive. This is great. I haven't been one of these press conferences in New York in a long time. Our next speaker is in his 6th season as the head coach of NJIT, his 12th season overall with the program. He pitched 2 seasons at Arizona State University, where he helped lead the Sun Devils, along with Dustin Pedroia, to an NCAA Super Regional appearance. He was drafted by his hometown team, the Kansas City Royals, in the 12th round in 2003. He has compiled 98 career wins with the Highlanders and led NJIT to its first ever NCAA regional appearance in 2021. Let's turn the floor over to Robbie McClellan.
Pretty amazing day. I want to start by thanking everyone in attendance, and would also like to thank President Lim, our fearless athletic director, Lenny Kaplan, and everyone on the Montclair State side. I know this has been a long work in progress for both sides. To see everyone's passion when we sit in the meetings to get this deal finalized and make it great for our program and your guys' program. It's been really, really fun to be a part of, and it's been a really proud process. As Lenny and President Lim have talked about, we've done some things as a program the last 3 years that have never been done here. 75 wins in 3 years, 1 NCAA regional appearance, and our first NCAA regional win. we did all that without a place to call home. Now we finally have a home, which is really exciting for our program. With a place this beautiful, hopefully we can take the program to bigger and better heights. As a program, I can also say that not having a place to play, I can finally quit answering my least favorite question of all time from recruits: where's your stadium going to be? It's going to be right here. It's going to be beautiful, and it's going to be a great place to play. With this new stadium, we'd love to see a ton of Highlander friends and family out at the ballpark. I think it's going to be a great team that we have this year. And we want to represent the university in the best light that we can. So I want to thank everyone once again for coming out and attending today. I know Montclair State, NJIT baseball, it means a lot to us. So I wish you guys a great season. Coach Lorber, hope you guys crush it. And I know we have really high goals and standards, so we're really excited to see what we can do this year in opening this stadium. So thank you guys, and I appreciate everyone for coming out today.
You guys have a scrimmage against each other this year, but when's the first game between the two? That's the question. Now the captain of NJIT. He graduated in May and now is working towards a master's in business. The White House Station, New Jersey native is a catcher, first baseman, and DH. He belted a school record 16 home runs last year and is closing in on the school's all-time home run record. He has 28. The record is 29. He was the team MVP in 2023, thanks to 36 RBI while throwing out 11 base runners from his catcher position. A 5-year starter, he sparked NJIT to a 3-2 victory over Northeastern in 2021, the first NCAA Division I tournament win in any sport for the Highlanders. Here's number 31, Luke Longo.
All right, hello everyone. As we just mentioned, my name is Luke Longo, and I'm a graduate student at NJIT who's proud to say that I've been a part of this program for 5 years now. Being here today is truly an honor, as I get the chance to speak on behalf of the NJIT baseball team as we unveil a stadium that we've been beyond excited to call our home. I'd like to take this chance to thank a few people who have played instrumental roles in making today and our future as a Highlanders baseball team happen. Those being our Associate Vice President and Athletic Director, Mr. Lenny Kaplan, our current University President, Dr. Lim, and our former University President as well, Dr. Bloom. Without each of you and countless others, none of this would be possible. Just as it takes a team effort to win a baseball game, it took a team effort to make this stadium a reality. And on behalf of the NJIT baseball program, we graciously thank everyone that helped make this happen. As I mentioned before, having our own stadium is something players within this program have been looking forward to for a long time, and I can't express how excited we are now that the possibility of having a home is a reality. We've always held ourselves to the highest possible standard, and now that we have this place to call home, this will only elevate the standard that we hold for ourselves and allow this program to flourish in the future. Not only will the stadium elevate this program, but so will access to on-site batting cages and a locker room. The brotherhood that we share within this program is something I can say I'm proud to be a part of, and having access to amenities such as these is only going to enhance our level of dedication to this team and what grit ball is all about. While the past 4 years with NJIT baseball has been the best of my life, having one last season where I can run onto our own field with my best friends is something I'll be able to look back on and appreciate forever. I can wholeheartedly say that it is a privilege to be a Highlander student athlete. It's something my teammates and I take very seriously. Being able to represent our university on our own field is monumental for not only myself, but for NJIT baseball as a whole. Thank you, and roll Tech.
Luke and Sam, you guys both have power, and you both crushed it today. Well done. So we have Montclair State, founded in 1908, and NJIT, founded in 1881. We have the Red Hawks, who have 3 NCAA Division III national championships to their credit, and NJIT, who won a program record 27 games and captured the school's first ever NCAA tournament game in 2021. What star power, what leadership, what universities, what a super partnership. Just a reminder, tours will be available at the conclusion of the event at the Yogi Berra Museum and Learning Center. I think you'll find it fascinating. It's unbelievable. And mark your calendars. Montclair State University's first home game, Tuesday, February 20th. It's supposed to be 65 and sunny. 3 p.m. against SUNY Maritime College. NJIT's first home game, Tuesday, March 12th. Hopefully it won't snow. 4 p.m. against Seton Hall. I know that Yogi and Carmen are smiling, looking down at this beautiful, beautiful gathering today, because you guys really have a lot to be proud of, and it's been an honor to be your tour guide for this event. Photo opportunities are now available up front, so Lindsay and Paul, would you please join us? Thank you, everyone. Have a great afternoon and evening. Okay, sure.
We're going to take a big pictures of the whole group, the NJIT group. You need me to grab this?
We are joined by Paul Franzoni, NJIT baseball alum all over the record books, coached last year. I'm Drew Casey. Paul, let's get your reaction. This is some big news here for NJIT. What do you make of this partnership?
Man, just proud to be an alumni of NJIT, proud to see the evolution of the program. I mean, I've been lucky to see the full gamut of what this program's been when I was first here. The WEC wasn't even built yet, and now to see this field is really special for us, so we're really excited. The whole alumni base, all of my friends have been texting all day, so we're really happy.
So now you guys officially know the news of what exactly is happening. What did you think it's like for the teammates that you have had, some of the guys I'm sure you're still close with, to have a place to call home, and every day, every week, you're going to the same spot?
Man, we're just excited to come out and support the program. We're so lucky to have played for Robbie and been in this program, and now just to kind of have a place where we can call home, come back and support is going to be awesome for us, so we're looking forward to it.
Well, Paul, we thank you for being here today. We thank you for coming on with us and sharing your thoughts, and I'm sure we'll see you here at Yogi Berra Stadium this season.
Absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Paul Franzoni here with us. We'll chat with a member of Montclair State coming up in just a moment, so do stay with us here on ESPN+. go. You're good to go. All right, we're all set to go here. Montclair State, Andrew Olwerther, former alum of this program. And Andrew, big news for the Red Hawks here, getting the revitalization of Yogi Berra Stadium. What is that like from an alumni perspective to hear this news today?
It's going to be great. You know, I'm excited to keep coming to games here in the future, and you know, I still know a lot of the guys that play here today. So, Coach Lorber, athletic director, Mr. Chesney, it's going to be great. I'm excited.
You've got an opportunity, or your teammates from the past, some of the guys that you're connected with, to play now on an all-turf facility. It's going to be state of the art. You're going to get renovations everywhere, dugouts, bullpens, locker rooms. That's got to be great to see, kind of as a future player, to help with the long tenure of this Montclair State program, which is a really, really great history.
Yeah, no, 100%. You know, obviously it was good to get the program back on the map my last year, getting us back to a regional for the first time in 14 years, and you know, looking forward to see what they can accomplish now, and definitely ready for that alumni game coming back here in the future, for sure.
Can we get a little bit of a preview of that alumni performance? What are we talking? 3 for 4, 3 dingers? What's going on?
I can only hope. I mean, three home runs, that'd be great. You know, obviously me and Joe Norton, who's currently coaches here, you know, we'll have to make sure the alumni take the cake on that one. So for sure.
Well, Andrew, we appreciate your time. Look forward to seeing you here throughout this season.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Go Hawks.
So that is a look at what has been today, folks. NJIT and Montclair State presenting this historic partnership at Yogi Berra Stadium on the campus of Montclair State University in Little Falls, New Jersey. Action gets going fast and furious. February, a start for Montclair State against SUNY Maritime. That's on February 20th. And then in the early part of March, it will be NJIT taking on Seton Hall. An opportunity to check out both of these programs for the first time. You can get all of that information, all the times in the new year for this home schedule. NJIT is going to have midweek baseball as well this year, in addition to the America East as well. So once again, thanks so much for joining us for this special presentation of college baseball news featuring the NJIT Highlanders. For our entire team, a cast of tens and maybe even close to 100 put all this together today. So we thank all of them, and we thank you for joining us here on ESPN+. For everybody, I say so long from Yogi Berra Stadium. I'm Drew Casey, and we will see you soon for both NJIT baseball and Montclair State baseball here at the stadium. Good night, everybody. Thank you very much.